Kajabi is the ultimate all-in-one tool for your online business. If you're looking for something to run your business, to create content, sell courses, memberships, community coaching, host your podcast, all of that stuff, Kajabi is the absolute best platform. It's the one I've used since 2013, and I've used it to build 2 7-figure businesses in 2 different niches. And so I know this thing inside and out, and I love it. And it makes my life so much easier as an educator, as a content creator, as a business owner. And so what I want to do is give you an overview of how I'm using it to run my businesses, show you a lot of the new features that they've just dropped in the last year. This is brand new for 2023. So you're going to enjoy this updated video for you, and show you how Kajabi is continuing to not only make your life easier, but make your business more powerful and therefore more lucrative. So we're gonna dive into all the nitty gritty. This is great if you're just kicking the tires and you wanna see what it can actually do, or maybe you wanna see behind the curtain how someone actually uses it to make millions of dollars online. I'm your guy, so let me walk you through it. If you haven't already gotten into Kajabi, I want to give you something. They have a 14-day free trial, but if you use my link, it's an affiliate link, but if you use my link below, grahamcochran.com/Kajabi, I'll get you double the free trial. So I'll get you 30 days, which is more time to play with it. But I'm also going to give you a couple of bonuses. One, you're going to get my course, Ready Set Kajabi, the moment you opt in for their free trial using my link. And that'll help you figure out how to use Kajabi quickly and some of my favorite ninja marketing tactics that I'm using Kajabi to do. And that's your gift just from using my link. If you decide to stick around and become a paying Kajabi user, the great thing is using my link costs you no more than if you sign up directly with Kajabi, but part of that subscription that you're signing up for comes back to support me in this channel because you use my link. So as my way of saying thank you, and this again is at no cost to you, I want to give you another course. It's my 3-step sales copy formula mini course, which is just a great tool to help you sell anything better to anyone, whether it's your courses, coaching, whatever. It's my gift to you if you become a paying Kajabi customer using my link. So it's all there below, grahamcochran.com/Kajabi. All right, now let's get into the deep dive. So when you log into Kajabi, you're gonna be welcomed to your dashboard, which is great. It'll give you a quick, at a glance, hey, how many opt-ins have you had in the last 30 days, which is people joining your email list, which is the #1 predictive metric for our businesses. You really need to focus on that. So you see that instantly, you see your sales, you see how many new customers you've gotten in those 30 days and how many comments, because people can interact with your products, which is great. But what I wanna do is show you sort of how to think about Kajabi, because Kajabi is a lot of things. #1, Kajabi is your website. So let's go there first. You go to website, and you no longer need hosting. If you've already been hosting on WordPress or some other, using WordPress or some other platform, and then you're paying for hosting with like Bluehost or GoDaddy, you no longer need that. Kajabi gives you the website builder, and it gives you the hosting all included in your price, so you can save that money. So this is where I'm hosting my actual site, grahamcochran.com, and this is where you can actually build the site. So all this is just drag and drop sections, right? So you can see my site here. All we've done is added these blocks. So you click add section, and there's themes, by the way. I'll show you those in a minute, but it's so easy to customize the theme. You can add a call to action section, which is gonna be like this: a headline, a subheadline, and a button. All of that is, tweakable. You can add image galleries. You can add features if you have features for your site or a product. You can add, let's see, like your most recent blog posts, it'll pull most recent blog post, a logo list, like if you have, credibility markers, testimonials, right? Text and image. All of these give you blocks that then you can easily tweak, right? So if we go back to, let's say like my hero image at the top, you click on it, you can see it's this very first block here, hero. And I can change what the text says. I can change what the button is. I can have a different background image. I could have a background video if I wanted that scrolling in the background. There's so many options here. You can tweak the spacing of the block. You can have the text centered or aligned, and you can add even call to action buttons on that section. It's so drag and droppable, which I love. And then what's great is you're seeing it on desktop view, but you can see what your site looks like in mobile as well, so that you can edit it in mobile so that it shows up the way you want on mobile as well, because it's not gonna look exactly the same, or tablet horizontal, tablet vertical, etc. So there's a lot of drag and drop stuff. What's great is you've got different themes. So there's a template store. if you go to the template store, these are all like, if you're starting from scratch, like what do I want my website to look like? Well, start with one of these templates, like any good website builder, right? Like this is gorgeous. You have a nice big image, text, call to action, whatever suits your fancy as a place to start with. They even have some more legacy templates, right? You can start with. Like for example, this one, Prosper, is a really good, beautiful, like gonna have one hero image, left aligned, which you could obviously flip, headline, subheadline, call to action, and then as seen on logo, credibility bar, and that's a great start. You can see what else it looks like, okay? You can, these are the different types of blocks you could have and what the theme looks like. All of this can be tweaked. The accent, color, you can get rid of some of these blocks, even the fonts. But I would say see one that you like, and then launch your site with that template and then tweak from there. I'm not a techie person, but I love how drag and droppable Kajabi is. I used to pay for a WordPress theme that would do this for me. And it was like $100 for the theme, and then I'm paying for hosting. Kajabi website builder is absolutely beautiful. So that's your site. And you've got multiple pages. Your about page, you can update your menu, all that kind of stuff. This is where you add blog posts, all that kind of stuff. This is one of the beautiful things that I think is overlooked for Kajabi users. Sometimes they already have a website and then they sign up for Kajabi to sell their products. That's how I started. And I would just link to the two of them. And eventually I realized, oh my goodness, the Kajabi website builder is gorgeous. And wouldn't it be easier and cheaper, AKA free, if I just used Kajabi for my website hosting as well, which I do. And it's been rock solid for years. Take it a step further, Kajabi's not just your website, it's also all your landing pages. So this replaces any need for lead pages or any kind of landing page building software. So if you go to landing page, you'll see I've got tons of pages. I'm using this for opt-in pages for free guides and lead magnets, sales pages. If I'm doing a live event and it's a information page, if I'm doing a 5-day challenge and I want people to sign up, these are one-off pages that don't have the menu, that you don't want to be distracting, that you just want to do one thing. This is what you do, is you build a new landing page. You click new landing page. There's different, you can go blank, or you can start with like, I want to do a sales page, or I want it to look like this. Like if I have a podcast page, I'm guessing that's probably what this one is, right? I even use it for my link in bio page on Instagram. Thank you pages, opt-in pages, right? Coming soon. So if I wanted to do like a new sales page, I could click on this. This is an example of what it might look like. It's just gonna be a lot like the homepage website builder. It's the same tool, but now you can just start with like, hey, this is a good podcast page. Let me start with this. And then you can have a custom URL for, go to grahamcochran.com/Kajabi, for example, that I sent you to for the free trial. That is a landing page. You can upload videos to your landing pages. Unlimited landing pages, guys. So this is perfect. Even if you have your own website hosted somewhere else, you can still use Kajabi's landing pages for free to build out, hey, I need a page that shows my new book is coming out, a page for a live event I'm doing, a page for this opt-in. It's all here under landing pages, and I've got unlimited landing pages because I use them all the time. So it's the same, I won't show you that because it's the same website builder, but I don't think people quite understand the power of having unlimited landing pages. You can have your eurodomain.com/whatever, book, free guide, webinar, mastermind, whatever it is you're hosting, or specific words, like unlimited, extra one-off pages that you can send people to, which is great. Speaking of opt-ins, Kajabi is not just your website, it's also the ability to collect email addresses and build a list and then market to those people. So there's a couple of things to look at. If you go to marketing, you're gonna see forms, and these are if people wanna opt into a form. So for example, I've got all kinds of lead magnets, but these are like a form that you want people to opt into, so it'll keep track of people who signed up for my 3 Secrets live workshop, who signed up for getting the first 2 chapters of my book, How to Get Paid for What You Know, free. These are all simple forms that are connected to opt-in pages so that I can see who's opting in to what. And then this allows me to auto-segment my people, which I'll show you in a minute. Kajabi email is powerful, right? And they're tied to people. First, they sign up to your list to a form, and now we can go to email campaigns and we can email our people. So if I go to new campaign, I can send a simple broadcast email out to people on my list. And there's a bunch of beautiful templates for what your emails look like. Very visual if you want. Again, just like the websites or the landing pages, you can start with a beautiful template or a simple template. And when you find one you like, you can save and have your custom content template, right? So I have one right here that's simple. So let's say get started. We'll do test email. This is an internal title. And now I can start drafting an email to everybody on my list. I can get really specific. So under contacts, I've got a bunch of segments, right? Or I could do a custom segment and I can start to filter from all my contacts. Like I want to send an email to everyone who is unengaged, right? So someone who hasn't engaged in less than 180 days, right? Or I want to email everyone who owns a certain product. And which product I want to like click on, let's say my audience, let's see, my Automatic Income Academy, right? And then I can apply that and it'll only email people who have my product, Automatic Income Academy. So this is how I do a simple email to them. Or if I'm promoting that course, Automatic Income Academy, I want to send an email only to people who do not own Automatic Income Academy. That's how I do launches to make sure I'm not emailing the people who already have it. I don't have to remember who has it. It's auto segmenting based off of what they own, what they've opted in for, what maybe they've clicked on. Like Kajabi keeps track of all of that. If they've landed on your sales page, you can have them get tagged, which I'll talk about in a minute with automations. Having your email baked into Kajabi makes your life so much easier as a marketer because now I don't have to like use Zapier or other tools to connect it to ConvertKit or MailChimp, which I've used both of those products and they're great as well. But I moved everything over to Kajabi because with the Recording Revolution email list, my first business of over 300,000 people, I was paying over $2,000 a month for ConvertKit to host my email list. Moved it over to Kajabi because I already paid for Kajabi, so it was free. I saved $2,000 a month just by having Kajabi do that instead of ConvertKit. And it's just as powerful in terms of segmentation and follow-up. So you can send one-off broadcast emails, or we can do email sequences, right? So if we go to new campaign, go email sequence, test sequence. This is how you create your email funnels, right? So when people opt into your email list and you want to have like a week's worth of emails that go out and welcome them and over deliver and all that kind of stuff, and then eventually pitch your product, this is how you do it. It's a sequence that you're gonna set up, and I'll show you one of mine real quick here. Email sequence. Let's say new subscriber sequence, 2022. So this is last year, right? So it's gonna say day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 7, day 8. I've got some tags, I've got some automations, I've got what triggers this email sequence? Well, when they submit any of these forms, this might look overwhelming for you, but I have multiple lead magnets, multiple ways people could opt into my list, and any one of these, I want them to trigger this same sequence. So it's simply automated to when somebody opts in for this thing, I want you to subscribe them to this sequence and start to send them these emails. And then I can look at the report, I can look at the opens, I can look at the click rates, and people are gonna automatically get the emails they want. This is email marketing 101, but just know that Kajabi can do that with simple email sequences, which are so powerful. I'm gonna come back to funnels and automation in a moment, but I want to get to the heart and soul of Kajabi, which are its products, so you understand how this works. So the products are what you're here for. You want to make money online. And so Kajabi's bread and butter is courses. And that's how it started in 2010. And that's when I got started with it in 2013, was hosting my online courses. But it's so much more. So under products, if you hit new product, you now have options. You could launch a course, you could launch your podcast, you could launch a community, and you could launch a coaching program. So let's go to course first. We can do test course. Continue. And then you've got some options. Online course, which is what most of us are gonna do, and it's gonna pre-populate some things for you, which I recommend. Blank course, only do this if you're advanced and you don't wanna delete things, you wanna start from scratch. A drip course is the same as an online course, but it's scheduled to unlock certain video modules or categories at certain dates after they join. So that's just a different type of course, same concept. Or a membership course, which is like a hub for content for people that are or subscribing to a membership, which is a little similar to an online course, but they'll look a little different. If you clicked online course, for example, I don't have an image yet, so we'll skip. Paid or free. If it's paid, you can choose, again, if it's gonna be multiple payments, if it's gonna be a subscription, they have to pay every month or every year to access it, or a one-time, which is pretty typical. Usually do one time if they're buying a course, or a payment plan. You type in how much, and then you connect it to your payment provider, which we'll get into in a moment if you haven't already, or it can be free. We'll do free for now. And then it's gonna build the product for you. So this is the back end of a Kajabi course, and they pre-populated to give you an idea of how it works, right? So you've got categories, which are these bold ones. There's 5 categories, and inside of those, you've got different posts, which are the actual content, right? So these are like the video modules, right? So let's preview, click the eye icon, preview what we just built, okay? It's a little bare bones, and this is the default template, but you can see, okay, there's a button to start the course. There's gonna be how many lessons, how far you've gotten in the course. You can, okay, that's gonna be the instructor, and these are the different videos, and if I click on it, then I can see the other videos in that category. I can mark them complete. I can leave a comment below, etc. So let's close out of this. What I wanna do first is customize it. So it's using the default product theme, but there's different ones. If we go to install template, these are different templates for your course, okay? They look different, they operate different. Momentum is a really nice one where they've got all the modules on the left and the video is always front and center. I like that version, that theme. What I love is that Kajabi, and this is really recent, they have added a new theme. There's 2 versions of them called Gamify, okay? You've got Gamify Lite and Gamify Lite with the sidebar. So this one is actually made by a hero, which is pretty cool. And I thank you, Jimmy, for making this, or Jiffy Courses Online, excuse me, not Jimmy. So basically, as people go through, and it tells you what it is, right? So people can get badges by any action in Kajabi that can trigger an automation. So you can set it up, because automations are something that's baked into Kajabi. When somebody completes a lesson, or if they open or click an email from you, like maybe a welcome email sequence or onboarding sequence, or they watch a video and then you have them take a quick assessment. If they complete that assessment, you can trigger them to get this badge. And so it shows you how to do it, how to create the image, and it's all just using automations, and those badges will show up. So gamification is a real thing, and it's a beautiful way to like get people addicted to the course. And they're really smart, because you can upgrade and pay for a pro version of this. But if you want gamification built into your courses, Kajabi can do that for you now, which is very new and very, very cool. But you pick the theme that looks good to you. And then just like websites or landing pages, you can tweak the coloring to fit your branding. You can tweak the images. You can remove certain sections. I won't show you all of that, but it's just as customizable as the websites and landing pages to make a beautiful, beautiful course. Sunset is a really, really beautiful one. Again, a lot of these are brand new in the last 6 months. Look how gorgeous this is, right? So it's very image driven. So I know this is very feminine, but you could masculinate. I'm making up words here. This really easily inside you change the colors, and you just change the graphics, and all of a sudden this looks beautiful in a different way. And it's all customizable, but it'll just different ways to display the same thing, which is when you go to the outline, simply this, uploading videos. Right? So if we wanted to add content, we could add a lesson is what it's called, or you could add a quiz. And these lessons are where you're going to, here's the title of the lesson, like how to build your first funnel. And then you're gonna go to video and upload the video that you filmed, right? If it's a Loom video, or it's something on camera, like once you film your course, you upload it 1 video at a time, give it a title, give it a description. You can upload the audio to it so they can podcast it. And what I love is you can add downloadables. So if you have a workbook or a worksheet or supplementary materials, you can have those show up. So they show up in the downloadable section, add a thumbnail for it, and then click save or publish. And what's great is once you have these things, is you can reorganize them and like drag and drop. I want this to be video 1. I want this category actually to come before that category. We can open that up and see what's inside of it. You know what? I don't I don't really want this module, so I'm going to delete this lesson like that. It's so simple to create a product, right? So what I'm gonna quickly do is customize this product under settings, and I'm going to add a product thumbnail. All right, I'm gonna call it 3 Secrets to 6 Figures, which is actually a live event I did, but let's say that's the product and that's the thumbnail, and we'll call it 3 Secrets. And let's say this is my mini course and I've uploaded it all. Great, now my course is inside of Kajabi. How do we sell it? So, and I'm gonna come back to the other products here in a minute, but when it comes time to sell it, you go to the sales section. And this is what I love about Kajabi is they split products and offers as 2 separate things, and you'll see why in a minute. So remember when we created a product, it went ahead and created an offer for me as well automatically. An offer is like the way you sell it. So you could have one course, but sell it at different price points. Maybe you have a discounted version on Black Friday. You can have one course, but have it sold independently or sold as a bundle. So just keep the course separate because you can multiply things together, and I'll show you how to do this. Let's just make an offer, or take the default offer, that they made for me, and let's show you how to tweak it. So let's edit the offer to have the same thumbnail as the product. And again, there's a reason why it's not always gonna be the same, because again, you might have a different offer that's called something else that includes that product, and I'll show you an example. All right, so we've got that, save. And then what I wanna do is show you an offer that I've actually got built out so you can see what's going on here. If you look at the details, when they buy this offer, which is free, these are the products inside the offer. If you're creating a fresh offer, you're gonna have to add a product and choose from your list of products. So you build the product first, then you create an offer and attach what product or products show up when they buy that thing. You can also edit the checkout page, you can edit the pricing, and you can edit the upsells, which we'll get to in a minute. But let me show you some other offers. I'll show you one that's built out here. All right, I'm inside of one of my other businesses, the Recording Revolution, inside of that Kajabi backend. And here's a product called Mixing University, right? We sell it at $147, and they get that product when they join. And there's a couple of things that are happening here. Number one, under the edit checkout, you can see what it looks like. When they go to the sales page and they're like, yes, I really like this, I wanna buy it. This is what they see when they're like, I wanna buy. So they see like, okay, this is what you're gonna get. It's $147. If you have an account, you can opt in for your email address. Otherwise, it's got payment information. It reminds them what they're getting. Really, really simple, right? But you can add things like order bumps. And I wanna show you one that has an order bump in a second. But this is where you you customize what their checkout experience looks like. And then you can take it a step further and add automations. For example, I created an automation. You click plus to add an automation. When this offer is purchased, then scroll down, subscribe to an email sequence. What is this doing? This is an onboarding sequence. When this offer is purchased, I already have them subscribing to the Mixing University onboarding sequence, which is like welcome emails. Like, hey, you just bought Mixing University. Here's the first thing I want you to do. Here's the second thing I want you to do. Day 1, day 2, day 3. It's a simple welcome sequence that, again, you write the emails in the marketing section of Kajabi, and then you can have it all tied to when they make the purchase, they get this awesome onboarding email sequence. But the reason offers are so powerful, let me show you. I've got this same course, but I sell it in a bundle. So we go back to offers. I've got a thing here called Radio Ready System, okay? Now this is a bundle we came up with. I did a webinar years ago, and this just offer really crushed. We tested it with a live webinar, and then we put it in our funnel because it works really well. This is not a product. Radio Ready System is not a product. It's an offer that includes many products. So we just created an offer. We gave it a price, $397, gave it a really basic looking thumbnail. And then we said, what's in this offer? When they buy this, they get this product called Getting Started, which we created as a welcome product, the songwriting and arranging product, Rethink Pro Tools, the Jumpstart series, Total Home Recording, Rethink Your Room, and then there's Mixing University. That same course that I sell by itself also gets included in this bundle, right? And it has its own checkout page. You can see what that looks like. This is what you're getting inside. Here's the price, etc., right? So I'm using the fact that the product is separate from the offer gives me this kind of power. So what kind of bundles could you create? Black Friday deals. It's, hey, it's my birthday, here's a deal. Hey, I want to have the course, and there's a version of it by itself and a version of it that comes bundled with this other product. Maybe it's a more expensive tier, so you sell both on your sales page, but depending on which one they buy, they're buying two different offers that both include the same product. One just includes an additional product. You can do that all here in offers by simply creating an offer, duplicating an offer. You can try different price points and keep track of who bought or how many people bought at one price point or another price point. Their experience is the same. They get the same product, but you're selling it through different offers. It helps you just track a lot of that stuff. Now let's go back to products for a minute. Back inside the Graham Cochran Kajabi account, courses aren't the only thing, right? There's also coaching, community, and podcasts. If you're a coach, they have baked in a coaching product that is fantastic. So if you go back to all products and you create a new product, if you went to coaching, you can see what you're doing here. And I don't have time to go into it, but you're creating basically packages, if you want to, or single calls where there's an offer attached to it. But when they buy, your client gets a coaching portal where they can log in and they can actually go live with you. They've baked in video conferencing like Zoom, baked into Kajabi, so you don't need Zoom, and it's all tied to the account. And you can have notes. You can take notes inside of the coaching portal. They can take notes. You can upload files. They can download the files. They can schedule the calls with you. It's a built-in scheduler. You don't even need Calendly if you don't want to, or you can sync up your scheduling app of choice, but it'll sync up directly to your calendar. And you can basically do everything you would want to do inside of like Zoom, plus here's like a portal, or here's like the recording of your thing in Dropbox, or whatever we were doing separately. It's all baked into Kajabi, and you can sell it as a Kajabi offer and sell it through Kajabi and keep track of your sales, just like any other product. So coaching is powerful, and I use that for my one-on-one clients. It's been great. I moved everything off of Zoom and into coaching, or into Kajabi's coaching. You do it with my concierge coaching program. On top of that, you have podcasts. So I use Kajabi to host my podcast, right? I used to use Libsyn. I used to pay monthly, albeit a low amount, to host my podcast, The Graham Cochran Show. Once Kajabi opened up podcasting, I moved it all over here. So I record my podcast, my team uploads it here, and it gets distributed to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, everything, all from Kajabi. So they become your podcast host, which is great. And you can even do paid podcasts if you want. You have your free podcast, and then you can have a paid podcast option, which is incredible. And then they finally have community. And this is so beautiful because they've had a community product for a while, but Kajabi purchased a company called Vibely in 2022 to basically turn it into the new Kajabi community. This is perfect if you're going to do a membership site, because when they join, they can get access to this community product, and they can get access to a membership portal where you can upload videos and stuff like that. But you can take a look at what the community looks like. So you're going to have this community where you can create challenges. You can have people going back and forth, chatting. You can host meetups. You can do live rooms, like live streams inside of the community. This is a community, the Kajabi community on steroids. So if you've ever used the original Kajabi community, it's pretty basic. This is the Kajabi community on steroids, and it's brand new in 2023, January 2023. All Kajabi users got it. It's fantastic. So we're literally migrating my old Kajabi community over to it right now. So I'm going to do another video on that soon. But now we have way more power to create a really fluid, mobile-friendly community experience inside of Kajabi that you can sell and host and not have to use Circle or some other, Mighty Networks or some other program to host your community. Or some people are still using Facebook groups. You don't have to do any of that. You can do all inside of Kajabi. So again, this would be a product you can create, and if you tie it into an offer, you can see how powerful this is. It can be you include it as a free community for anyone that buys any of your products they get access to, or make it a paid community that only your membership site people get access to, or your mastermind people get access to. These are all the kinds of things you can sell. You can sell courses, you can sell coaching packages, you can sell a community, and you can sell your podcast. You can have paid podcasts. So many options for you, and you can bundle things together using offers. One thing that's powerful I want to go back to in the offers is the power of one-click upsells. And Kajabi has taken it a whole step further with upsells and downsells. So let me show you, when people join the six-figure coaching community, the standard plan, $97 a month, you can see inside the offer what they get. The six-figure coaching product where all the master classes are uploaded. six-figure community where we're all chatting and talking. And then there's a bonus course that I give to my members for free called Double Your Sales, which I sell independently, and I give them that to them for free. So they get those 3 products inside of their library. When they log in, they see these products, they can access them. You can see they're gonna be subscribed to an onboarding sequence, and then I'm tagging them that they purchased it on in this year in 2023. Just sort of like I wanna keep track of that. But there's upsell options here. Well, a couple of things. One, let's go to the checkout real quick. I wanna show you this. We talked about order bumps. Here's one. Special offer. This is on the checkout page. So once they say, I want to buy this, they're taken to this checkout page. I'm offering them a little bonus course called Membership Site Insider Secrets. It's only $47. Here's what you get. And it's just one, check this yes to add it to your order, or don't check it if you don't want it. It's called the order bump because it's just like a little, do you want to add this? Do you want to have a little extra something? Click that, yes, complete my purchase. We're ready to go. It's a little nudge. It's a little suggestion. Would you like to add this? So order bumps are great. Again, you can add them right here inside the checkout page. Very powerful. Kajabi makes it so easy. They're already going to add their credit card anyway. Ask them for a little bit more. But not just that, you can do upsells. So the upsell is what, like, hey, I want to offer you more. So in this case, if they purchase, I want to offer them the annual plan. So it's like, hey, would you like to save money and take off on the annual plan? So this is what that upsell looks like. Special offer, save 20% by upgrading to the annual price. And there's a little video for me explaining that. And they can say, yes, I want to switch to the annual plan, or no. That's the only option. I want to show you another offer where we did 2 upsells and a downsell. Have a course called $1 Million Insights. And if they want to purchase that and they click buy, this is what happens when you have an upsell. This only shows up the moment they click purchase. So when they're like, yes, I want this, they click purchase, then it's going to take them to this upsell offer, which looks like this. I got something special for you. I want to give you my 6-figure webinar template and my course Automatic Income Academy for a crazy stupid deal. Here's the details about it. They can say yes or no. If they say no, it's going to offer them a downsell. Okay, no problem. You don't want to spend $297. Here's a course called 1K Course Blueprint. It's only $37. Here's what it helps you to do. And they can look at that. It only shows them the downsell if they don't take up the upsell. If they take the upsell, then great. And there's one more upsell offer after all of that, which is the audience attraction formula. And these are usually discounted. They're heavily discounted because they purchased something already. So it's a one-time offer like, hey, I see you're getting this. I want to just make a sweet deal for you in case you wanted this. It's all one click. They either want it or they don't. If they want it, they never have to enter their credit card information again. It automatically adds it to their order and you make more money. Statistically, just by offering an order bump and offering an upsell, you will make more money. It's so simple to do just because you're offering them more at the point of sale. They're already committed to say, I'm a buyer because they've said buy and they've typed in their credit card. These are the people that are more likely to buy more from you. And I love that Kajabi just bakes upsells and downsells into it. So much more we could talk about there, but they make it super easy. You can do it for any offer you want. You can come up with a million different upsell offers and just try different things out and see how they perform, which is part of the analytics. When you go to the data on an offer, you can see the percentage of times that the upsell works or the downsell works or the order bump works, so you can know if it's working or not. Speaking of analytics, Kajabi tracks all of this for you. They track your net revenue, they track your subscription health, they track your opt-ins, your page views, your recurring revenue, they track, how your affiliates are doing, how many offers are sold. It's a powerful dashboard that gives you at a glance everything you need to know. I won't go into depth here, but just know that the analytics are there for you to run wild with this and know that your business is working and to try new things. One final thing I need to show you before we wrap up is the power of the funnels. So if you go to the marketing tab and click on funnels, this is something, if you're familiar with Kajabi, it used to be called pipelines and blueprints. They just renamed it to funnels because I think it's a language we all understand. This is one-click marketing. So if you're like, what do I want to do? I want to create a sales page that has a checkout page and a follow-up sales sequence. Yeah, awesome. I want to do a product launch, right? So like, whatever you want to do, freebie, you want to give away a free book, you want to do a coaching campaign, all of it is here. So for example, product launch, you click get started, we'll do like 3 secrets launch. I'm gonna select the offer that we're gonna promote, which we're gonna type in 3 secrets. Well, I guess I didn't name the offer that. Test course free, that's what I named it. Create funnel. Here's what they're gonna build for you. So in one click, Kajabi just built a lot of things. They built an opt-in page that you can send people to, like, hey, I'm doing a free workshop, check out my free 3-part workshop on how to make 6 figures in the next 6 months. Opt in here. So it built that opt-in page and it attached it to a form, okay, that has an automation already built in. When they submit this form, subscribe them to this email sequence, which they just built. So again, we could customize the opt-in page right here. You don't have to go find it, it's right here. We could customize it. Let's go back to the overview. It's then subscribing them to these emails, okay? Which it's written all these emails. And immediately they get this email. And you can tweak what the email says, right? The title, the subject line, what it says, right? We can go back. We can change when they get it, day 2, day 4, day 6. These are just suggestions. But again, it built all these emails for you that you can then tweak. And then they've got part 1 of a video series, part 2 of a video series. It's like a 3-part sort of Jeff Walker style launch. And then it sends people to a checkout page, okay? Which is tied to that offer, right? All of this can be tweaked, but with the overview of this funnel, you can add different things. So like when people opt in, you can add an automation, which you can add a tag, you can have them be sent to a certain landing page. It's all here. Funnels make your life easier if you're a beginner, because it's like, what do I want to do? There's probably a funnel for it. And you can watch the videos and show me how, but just know that when you do that, it's going to create everything for you. Like if I go to my website and I go to pages, you're going to see that funnel under funnel pages. 3 secrets launch. There it is. There's a folder. And those are those pages that made an opt-in page and those 3 video pages. Powerful stuff. One click makes everything you need, and then you just tweak from there. This is one of the value propositions that I love about Kajabi is it's great to get started quickly. If you know conceptually what you want to do, Kajabi can do it for you very, very quickly. One-click funnels, and just have fun with it. Okay, that was a lot. And the problem is I want to tell you so much more. Kajabi continues to blow my mind in terms of what it's doing and what it does for our businesses. Everyone I have converted to Kajabi says the same thing, that it's way easier than they thought. And once they got into it, when they're using it, it makes them more creative and it makes them come up with new ways that they could make money. They go, wow, I could have done it. I never thought about a coaching campaign, or I never thought about a webinar. Yes, Kajabi can do live webinars, live events. Like I use it for everything, and it's so much fun, and it keeps track of everything for you. So if you need to either simplify all the other tools that you have duct taped together, which is how I started way back in 2009, or you're like, I don't even know the first thing about online business, it's the perfect platform for you because it's simple, it's streamlined, it's one login, and it's powerful for you to scale. Like if I'm doing millions of dollars online with it, you can use it as well. If you want to try it out and get more help along the way, check it out with my link below, grahamcochran.com/Kajabi. Get you a 30-day free trial, and you'll get a mini course immediately, Ready Set Kajabi, on how to use it to scale and grow quickly. And then if you become a paying member of Kajabi using my link, again, you're supporting me at no cost to you, and I'll give you another course. Just let me know that you signed up to pay, and I'll get you that 3-step sales copy formula mini course as well that will help you as you're building out your sales copy. And then you'll be part of the Kajabi tribe. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in a comment below if you are already on Kajabi, what you love about Kajabi. If you use my link, let me know. Appreciate you. And go make some money by serving some people and have a ton of fun doing it. Kajabi will make that so much easier.